Back of the plate, and there is the 19-game winner. Barry Zito throws hard, got a great curveball, Joe.
Well, John, he thinks hard in to right-handers and soft away. That's his philosophy.
Here's he started something which is always a good sign for a starting pitcher on a winning team. It's been hot in September.
Right.
5 homers, 77 driven in. Up the middle, base hit. Rivas. And that one misses. .69 ERA. High and tight. Over at first. Koski on deck.
Man, he just missed that.
Shallow left center. A long run. Still coming as Pyatt. He gets there finally. We're facing the Twins here in the first inning. Corey Koski. That's inside for ball. That was in the warm-up. So he didn't ever remember. He had the best left-handed curveball he'd ever seen. That curveball is ripped down the right field line, but foul. Corey Koski, we're saying a former hockey player. And
well, Zito just reaches back and turns the fastball loose, almost in the middle of the plate, but a good.
Koski having struck out. Jones still at first. He led off the inning with a single. Fastball away. So that has been a problem.
Well, they hit 247 as a team also.
Lucas. There goes Jock Jones, but that ball is smothered at first base by Tejada. And here is the American League All-Star center fielder, Torrey Hunter. Got a chain years, not even to 30. Right center. And Jermaine Dowd.
And it is unorthodox. Normally, he's the first one I've ever heard say they throw it with the pressure on that.
152 at bats for the year. 9 home runs. There's that curveball.
But he has such a big break on it.
And fastball in the hand.
Right-handed hitters.
Curveball in the dirt. Changeup.
There's a changeup. It looked like a circle change, but he called it a box change.
Said he didn't throw a circle change.
Right, but it looked like he had the circle because the tape holds it together.
He was. Changeup, strike 3 call.
Well, it says it was right over the outside corner, and he's in the strike zone. There's a beautiful release right there. You can see him kind of lay his wrist back a little bit more, it seems like, and let it slide out.
Fastball, a strike. Very good stuff, regardless of what. I mean, not, you know, not for somebody who's really good. The bat.
Around too long.
I think there was just live ordnance. Barry Zito back to Dustin Moore. Came after him with a foul. Except not for these guys. They hit a lot more home runs when they're outside of the Metrodome. Little Blue and Ellis goes and gets it. More with the Twins with Denny Hocking leading it off here. So he's in there against the left-hander. The Twins have had their problem against right-handers, 285. So against the right-handers, they'd be facing guys like Barry Zito and Mark Mulder. He went around finally at 10. Flight 93, a call to action. It looks at Tuesday night on ESPN. It all starts at 8 o'clock Eastern. Night off. Catcher, who's also
10 hitters in their everyday lineup.
2 of the lefties for the everyday lineup are not in there. This is late in this game, but not to hit. Changeup. So a lot of their top hitters, other than Torrey Hunter, are left-handed. Wow. And Hatteberg to Zito. Oakland, the leaders in the West of the American League. Now the Twins near the top of the order try to get. Zito's given up 1 hit. That was to the first man that he faced. For 80 pitches through 4 innings in this one. The bullpen stays busy for the Twins. There's a fastball on the inside.
Chance of winning.
There's a pop-up. Hernandez. And he Right next to one of those big air conditioning vents out there.
Well, as far as what blew it back.
Now Corey Koski and a curveball. The last 2 years have had 2 left-handed starting pitchers. Lefty-lefty matchups in any 2-year span since World War II. Barry Zito. I guess that means these teams going to the postseason in the American League. They've got some lefties. Oakland with Zito and Mulder.
That's all you're going to use. Lilly would be the long man maybe or something like that. You're not going to use that many pitches. I mean, they've had such great second halves. It's just been amazing.
There's that big curveball.
Played the same style of the curve than they were before.
Ryan Tight on Friday. And that's what I'm talking about. Atterberg on the bag with him.
Was something middle of the plate in, and he doesn't get it.
Gentlemen. Popped up foul. See, I was just going along with you. But he just curveball ripped into right field, a base hit. Ortiz will hold it first as Dye hurries to throw in.
Balls always seems to start a rally. It's a curveball and it doesn't do a lot. It stays up. And good hitting there by Ortiz. He did not move on it. Waited on it.
Here's Torrey Hunter. Inside and low. Hunter. Oakland's infield double play down. 2-0.
You get a pitch that you can have a good swing at. And that's
threw him a changeup.
Well, let's swing at it.
To the fastball, and it's foul wailed away out. 2-2. And he struck it out with a high.
Comes back with a fastball, and now Hunter doesn't know exactly what to look for.
And wasn't up out of the strike zone, right at the top of the strike zone. That one bounces away from Hernandez and into six.
That again.
I thought it was too high.
Yes.
Look at that.
Thank you. Make sure it's correct.
The Joe Morgan zone. Curveball.
Way up now.
Change up. 2-2 the count. And a high fastball. Look. He feels like he's in the line of fire. Curveball. That's foul. 3-0 Oakland ahead. Change up. This time, right-handed hitter on deck. Curveball. Strike 3 call. Lead with which to work now. Change up too high now. A couple of men on, but he got through it with a couple of strikeouts. A little bit inside. 19 pitches already. Low with a fastball to take
the game with the Yankee Stadium on Wednesday. And I'm sure it'll be a...
Denny Hawkins struck out his first time. And that's a ball down in the attacks. Nick Rosamundo. Nice pick up there by Ellis. They don't get the double. Dustin Moore is a pretty big guy. This should be 2. Tejada goes over, steps to the bag, 1 to first. Double play.
Bottom of the 9th.
Bergman having just a strike to Jacques Jones, a leadoff man, and that's a ball.
Here comes.
But Zito uses the index hand.
Curveball.
He's thrown 84 pitches in the game.
Show you a couple of their curveballs when we get a chance. A little harder, actually.
Back to line.
Yeah, he does have a big overhead curveball.
A pop fly. Ellis racing out. No. Fastball. A little bit too for Joe Morgan. Sunday Night Baseball. We're at the Metrodome. Barry Zito looking for his 20th win of the year. He's got a 4-run lead. Last of the 6th. Into shadow left is Pyatt this year. Only won his 17th last night. There's a curveball. Schilling and Randy Johnson have already done it. Oriano hit a home run against him, the only run that he allowed, but that caused him to lose that game. 2-1 the count. And also become a manager of musical careers. That's a double play ball. Tejada to second 1. Ellis to first. 2 double play.
Like
Miguel Tejada.
And it looks like this will not be a tie.
You know, if you end up in a tie game, you definitely did not. The statistics count. You know why they count? Because if the game goes 4.
Well, you do if it's a tie.
No, you don't. You don't give the money back.
Well, what did they do on the suspended game you're talking about?
All-Star game.
Other than the All-Star.
The only way it can end in a tie is not because you have no pitchers left. Wait. Casey Radke before the game, the son of pitcher Brad Radke. Look at that play by Kelsey. Accurate plays you ever see from a shortstop.
You're right. I think you did.
I exhausted you.
Yeah.
You have the overall record if they won their 22nd.
Yeah.
To beat the Cubs record from 35.
The Cubs team from that year.
What about the 16 Giants?
I don't know any of those guys. But the guy.
That is it for the Twins. Barry's